Hello comrades, this is General Luigi, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Luigi Galaxy. So, since I stopped after the first one, we missed out on this little tutorial. Well, after the first star in the Good Egg Galaxy. So yeah, those are star bits, and they can be fed to Lumas. That will become important very soon. Yes, and you can also shoot star bits by pressing B. And by holding them, for that matter. So, grab some free star bits. Of course, we'll have to feed a few of them to Polari. Okay, so we get 2 free star bits. That's always nice. You can also hurt some enemies by shooting star bits, and as pointed out, I can feed them to Lumas. And that becomes important in this next mission, as it turns out. Alright. A snack of cosmic proportions. Gee, I wonder what this one involves. So that's where we have to get, and that's who's going to help us get there. Where we have to get. I don't know, was that proper English? Grammar Nazis, help me out there. Help me out here! If nothing else, they'll probably help me out with that sentence. Alright, so this mission involves a few things. First of all, you have to collect a bunch of star bits. I will need 100 in order to satisfy that Luma. So, convenient if nothing else, because it has to... because it means I get 2 extra lives in the process. And something I neglected to point out, there are 2 ways to defeat some enemies. In the case of Octumbas, depending on whether you star spin or jump on them, you will get either star bits or a coin, respectively. Sorry, scratched an itch. Sorry if there isn't much to say. This is pretty much just going to be collecting star bits for a while. And did I take care of those rocks? Yes, I did. Okay. Whenever you see something arranged in a circle containing 8 of those objects, you can usually assume that that means I was not trying to talk to you, I was trying to jump. Oh well. Ah, here's another cluster of rocks. I've already forgotten what those enemies are called. Oh well. Grab some more star bits. And sometimes you'll get those little star bit meteors that will crash into a surface and yield some star bits. They disappear quickly though. These blocks will yield star bits as well. If you collect enough of them before the block runs out, it'll explode and give you several more star bits. Ow. Okay, I will not collect star bits from you. I will get a coin instead. I believe there are some in a crystal up here. Yes, I am right. Alright, so we already have almost enough star bits to get to the next part of our mission. Especially if those meteors keep crashing into this planet. But let's move on. Oops. Ah well. There will be more opportunities. So yes, we've got more pole stars. And one thing that always amused me, the sound the pole stars make actually sounds a bit like one of the cats I live with when she's growling. That's actually what she sounds like when she growls. Alright, so those spiky things are pretty much invincible unless you hit them with, say, one of those upside-down punching bags. Alright, and we have enough, so I'm going to stop wasting time and just... Right, one of the spiky plants contains the sling star, or was it launch star? Contains what we need in order to move on. Okay, third time's the charm or the curse. It's the charm. Unfortunately, it wasn't the plant I was trying to destroy. I stand corrected! None of the plants had a launch star. That behind that crystal had it. Alright. I'm not certain, but I suspect you might die if you don't react to that launch star. I could be wrong. I'll have to find out later. And mention it in editing. Why'd I do that? All I have to do is feed this Luma. So, hungry Lumas come in two variations. The ones you will find in proper galaxies will transform into planets. The ones you find at the observatory, none of them have shown up yet though, will transform into entire galaxies. More on that when it becomes relevant though. And they also transform into a pink launch star, so that you can get to the new planet or galaxy. Excuse me. So now we just continue onward. Isn't that what we've been doing all the time? And... ouch! One up. You could also just get that by... you could also just get that by using the head upside down punching bag to take out the spiky plants. Yeah, we've still got a short distance to go with this mission. Oftentimes the hungry Luma will just take you directly to the same plant that has the star on it. Alright, so... smash this crystal and get in here. Now we get a bit of 2D platforming with a bit of an interesting twist. Oh yes, and Luigi can jump high enough that he can actually bypass a decent portion of this area. But I'm gonna try and do it the old-fashioned way. Oh yes, and crushing damage kills you instantly. Didn't mention that, but now I have. Whoops! Oh yes, and as you can see, gravity will change depending on where you are. So... this was the alternate route that I didn't take. Nothing really special. Get some star bits, but you miss out on the 1-up. And now we are out of there. I think it's possible to get that star by long jumping, but I suspect Nintendo wanted us to grab these star chips instead. In fact, I'm pretty sure Nintendo wanted us to grab the star chips instead. Otherwise, why would they have put them there? So, blue star chips will create a series of pole stars when you collect them. One thing I hate about this little star-shaped thing that I'm on is that the controls can be kind of awkward every now and then. Gravity can sometimes really screw you over in this game. Thankfully, this is one of the tamer areas when it comes to gravity. Okay, so then you use the pole stars to grab the star, and we are done with that mission. And I think we have enough time for another star. Just one more, though. So we're starting off fairly slowly. I'm trying to keep my videos around 15 minutes. Failing that, less than 20 minutes. Oh yes, and we've uncovered a new galaxy. The number of stars on the area covering a galaxy is how many you need in order to reach it. And these blocks are a bit odd, but they're not relevant yet. So let's just go ahead and uncover it. I'm still gonna do the last star at the Good Egg Galaxy. Although, as it turns out, it's not the last star. It's just the last one we're currently able to get. So, King Caliente's Battlefleet. In case you can't tell from the name, there is a boss involved. And in order to... yeah, there's the launch star we're going to be using. Why did I point out the launch star? No. So in order to get there, there are two ways, but I'm going to do it the conventional way. Not to mention this way has an advantage. You go through this little bonus area, grab that coin with a question mark. It won't add to your coin total, but if you grab these notes, they'll start forming a tune. And if you grab all of them before time runs out, you'll get something special. It varies depending on the particular series of notes. This time it's just a 1-up mushroom, which is always nice. Okay, go through this pipe, and we are on top of the house. Luigi's such a good jumper that he can actually triple jump up to that roof, but I figured, why not do it this way? Gets me an extra life, and I suspect that'll start being important after a moment, well, once we get to the later stages. Those spiky things hate coconuts. Well, that makes two of us. I can understand why they hate coconuts. This big guy that I have to take out, right? There we go! You have to star spin in order to send the coconut flying fast enough to damage it. And it turns out Pokies also don't like coconuts, because the things knock them off balance. Well, more than that! They take out some of the segments. And I could just move on, but something else I'd like to show off. Inside this pipe, I have no idea how the gravity works this way. Oh well. This is a game where people can breathe in space. The Rainbow Star makes you invincible. Pretty much any enemy you smack into will be destroyed. In fact, I think every enemy you smash it into will be destroyed, and will usually yield star bits. Even these guys, which are normally invincible. Just have to hope you take them out before the effect wears off. Alright, now let's get going. Okay, those rocks are a bit high. I could just jump over the electrical currents, but why not? I'll just go through them this way. Well, past them, not through them. And yes, those rolling chomps should be avoided. Those ones are a bit smaller. I couldn't hear it, but if you heard a little yap instead of the usual deep bark, that's a nice little touch they added. This one. Alright. These special variants of the Octumba, they fire coconuts, which, as you saw, have to be sent back. Is there anything over here? Yes! Those special mushrooms will give you a temporary boost to health. It won't carry over for when you complete a mission. So it's only for this mission. You can usually find them if you have to fight a boss. The exception, at least as far as I'm aware, being Dino Piranha. But then again, Dino Piranha's the first boss. He's pretty much a pushover anyway. Introducing King Caliente. Ow. Hot tentacles! So he will shoot fireballs, which are not very tasty, despite what Josh Jepson might say. And he will also shoot coconuts, which also aren't tasty in my opinion. So send them back. And after you've done that a few times, he'll create those blue fiery things. And surprise, surprise, for the third hit, he goes down. And we get the star. So that's it for the Good Egg Galaxy for now. Next time, unless I'm forgetting something that we can do beforehand, we will be heading to the Hive Galaxy. Excuse me. In case you can't tell from the name, going there will involve meeting bees. Pretty big ones, too. Better not get on their bad side. Okay, so anyway, I will see you next time.